Joining us now as we take a look at the that's the ICPC's claim, is Auwal Rafsanjani. He's the chairman board of Amnesty International Nigeria. Thank you very much for joining us on Newsnight. Wonder what your reaction is to the ICPC's revelation that officials of MDAs actually treat public assets like their personal property. What do you think is responsible for this state of affairs?
Thank you very much, and thanks to ICPC for continuing to ensure that they bring sanity in our financial institutions and also public institutions in Nigeria. It's very disturbing to see that public officials that are entrusted with the public funds, they turn those funds into like their personal money. In fact, the way they recklessly, waste, loot, and spend this money, even if it is their own personal money, they will not be doing that. But because of impunity, because there's too much financial impunity and lack of, of holding the trust that the government has given to them, they continue to, abuse the offices. So therefore, ICPC coming out to further investigate and also carry due diligence on these abuses is commendable. I remember some agencies, they have what they call project accounts. Instead of putting the money into the government agency, they will now put it into an individual account. No accountability, nothing whatsoever. And this is very disturbing. So there was a time a committee was set up under the Accountant General office, and the revelation was really terrible. You see billions, instead of those billions being put in, central bank, they will put it into an individual worker in the name of project account. So therefore, they continue to loot. And I think it is important that we continue to strengthen the anti-corruption agencies so that they can be able to reveal and block these leakages. And it is also important that, legal framework like assets recovery, code of conduct, these are all, legal framework that need to be strengthened in order to block the leakages. We cannot continue in the mix of this poverty, allow some few individuals that are entrusted with the public funds to be looting this money. And therefore, we will continue to support the effort of anti-corruption agencies like ICPC, EFCC, Code of Conduct to ensure that they bring some level of sanity in our public offices, especially as it relates to financial transaction. And I think it is important that in order to do this, we promote more transparency and accountability in governance. We also encourage government to ensure that we have whistleblower protection regime, because many Nigerians are scared to expose this corruption because of the repercussion, because of the consequences, because in the past some people were killed, some people were sacked, some people were terribly dealt with for exposing corruption in Nigeria. So we need to have legal framework that can protect Nigerians who wish to expose corruption and devious financial dealings in government. Okay. Again, it is important that Nigerians are participating in governance, because if Nigerians, they know the information about the budget, whether it is at the state or at the national level, they are able to track those budget which the government say they will carry out certain projects and activities. Okay. They will be able to know whether those things are being done.
All right, Mr. Rafsanjani, thank you for that submission. The ICPC boss also made some recommendations, including urging the lawmakers to carry out their oversight functions properly. Do you think that will make any difference? He also talked about special dedicated anti-corruption courts to fast-track cases. How important is this to deter and fight corruption?
So it is very important, given the fact that Nigerians are almost losing confidence in our judiciary and administrative justice system, to have a specialized court that will deal with this suspected looters in Nigeria. Because when they go to the conventional court, they always find their way. They will hire the best lawyers. They will hire the attorneys, the son, and they will turn the whole thing upside down. So But if we have a special court dedicated to trying those who have been found guilty of looting and siphoning, as well as stealing public resources, I think that would be good to speed up, because some of the cases are there for ages, and before you know, witnesses of that case, they will disappear, they are transferred, they are no longer there to give any testimony, because it's deliberate sometimes transferring some of the people who have evidences, who are witnesses to some of the action. Then they transfer them, or they just prolong the matter so that nobody will even remember anything. So if we have a special court that can on timely basis, be able to deliver justice on those people that have looted the nation, I think that would be good. Again, we need to make sure that we did not reward looters with a political appointment, because part of the challenges is that if ICPC or EFCC is investigating a particular person, and that person is now given another political appointment, whether a minister, whether another good appointment that is close to the president or ruling party, it's difficult for them to continue with the work that they are doing. Right now, there are so many people that EFCC, ICPC are investigating, but they are not able to proceed because of possibly political control, direction or dictation, or even direct interference by those who matters in this country. So it is important that we have this kind of specialized court that can deliver justice on timely basis, not leaving the matter for 10 years, 20 years, and then by that time a lot of things have happened and people have forgotten. So we need to promote that.
We have to leave it there. Thank you very much. Auwal Rafsanjani is the Chairman Board of Amnesty International Nigeria. Thanks for joining us on Newsnight.